This is my boring life. Welcome to the show.
What's up, gang, and welcome back to another episode of My Boring Life. As you know, if you've been watching any of my other videos, I'm getting over a bout of COVID. I went to Vegas, came back, and got sick shortly after, and thought that I had gotten COVID in Vegas, but turns out I got it at the dentist office. Shortly after I got back from Vegas, I went to the dentist, and based on my contact tracing, I've been able to narrow it down to that's where I got it, because I spent the Sunday, the day before the dentist, with all my kids after Vegas, and none of them got any symptoms, and my college-age son actually went and got tested to make sure, and he came back negative. So I was able to figure out that I got COVID after that, and then the only thing I did after that was go to the dentist. So that's where I got it from. I am currently in quarantine. I'm not getting out of the car. The car is an extension of my quarantine. I just have to swing by the post office and drop some mail in the outside drive-through drop. So I'm not breaking quarantine, don't get mad. I'm staying in the car. Well, let's talk about, I think it was in 1984. It was the Iron Maiden Motley Crue concert. And, you know, this is almost 40 years ago, so I hope I'm not confusing two different concerts. But I am pretty sure, at least in my mind, I remember Motley Crue opening up for Iron Maiden. And I was there with either Paul, Sean, or Scott. Can't remember. Could have been all of them. But before the show started, while we're waiting on the floor of the Olympia Hall in Munich, that's where I remember it being, I looked over and I saw Tommy Lee and Nikki Sixx standing off to the side from Motley Crue. Tommy Lee and Nikki Sixx standing off the side of the stage behind the railing, and I don't know, I guess I was the only one that recognized them. Me and whoever I was with went over and started talking to them. They were so excited that, you know, there were some Americans there. They were, you know, young in their infancy as Motley Crue goes. They had just put out Shout at the Devil and probably didn't have the popularity in Europe yet that they were getting in the States. So we talked to them. They were really cool, and they actually gave me a t-shirt. It was a red Motley Crue shirt. I know I don't have the shirt anymore. I wonder if I have a picture of me wearing that shirt somewhere. I'd have to look and dig through it. But that was really cool. So we got to meet them there. And then, growing up in Europe, we had a habit of making fake backstage passes. So what we would do is we would, we'd buy the rock magazines, Circus, Hit Parader, and we'd find little things about this size, that was advertising the concert, and we would cut them out, and then we would laminate them. So we would have our laminate. And it was hit and miss, Sometimes it worked like a charm. Other times, we got yelled at. But with these laminates, we usually didn't try and use them till after the show, because we didn't want security to kick us out before or during the show, and we didn't want to miss it. So I know it was after the show, and we headed on back. And in this instance, it worked. We went back to where the tour buses were, and we got on Iron Maiden's tour bus. And right after we got on, Iron Maiden got on. And that was awesome, because they were not being jerks about it. They talked to us. I mean, we were there for a good, I'm going to say, it felt like, a long time, but it was probably 10 minutes. It felt longer. But they were so cool, and we were just talking to them about general, mostly nothing, just talking. And they were so cool to give us their autographs. And, they signed the back of the tickets. I don't have my ticket anymore. I do know that about 10 years ago, I sold my Iron Maiden ticket with the autographs on the back on eBay for about $150. So, I kind of wish I still had it, but I do have the memories, and that's what matters. I don't think it would have meant anything to my kids if I passed it on to them. So at least I have the memories from it, and I made a little bit of money off of it. But after about 10 minutes of talking, and I'm not saying just one of them, all of them were there. Steve Harris, Bruce Dickinson, Nico McBrain, the whole team of Iron Maiden was on the bus with us, and we got all their autographs. And after about 10 minutes, Bruce Dickinson said to me, "Hey man, it's really cool talking to you guys, and we've enjoyed it, but we'd really like to get some girls on the bus now." We were so cool with that. We had our laugh. It was just awesome, That's the way he approached it. Rather than saying, "You guys need to get off the bus right now," he was just like, "Hey, you guys are cool, but girls are cooler, so take it on out. Let us get our girls on the bus." And yeah, that was just so awesome. It was amazing, and those guys were great. If you guys hear this, we appreciate you guys being so hospitable to us. We were about 17 years old at the time. But that is my Iron Maiden Motley Crue concert story from Munich, Germany, 1984, I believe is the right year. And I feel confident in saying the concert was in the Olympic Hall in Munich, Germany. But alright gang, I am a minute or so from home again. The COVID is just really wearing me out at this point. My biggest symptom is still stuffy. I don't know if you hear it in my voice, kind of nasally, headaches, and low energy. Man, I just want to just sleep all day. But I had to get this mail out today. But I wanted to make sure I gave you another episode of My Boring Life since I did a lot of Vegas stuff. I hope you enjoyed that Vegas stuff. Check it out if you haven't. And for all my rockers out there, check out the Fremont Street and Faster Pussycat concert episode for all my 80s rockers. And also, let's push to get 1,000 subscribers, for the simple fact that when I was in Vegas, I pulled out my phone and clicked on live stream. I wanted to do some live streaming from Vegas for you guys. And it gave me an error message saying, sorry, you cannot live stream unless you have 1,000 subscribers on your mobile phone. You can live stream on your desktop from home, but you cannot live stream on a mobile device. So I didn't know that. Sorry, I wanted to give you guys some live streaming, but I wasn't able to. Maybe next time. So let's really push for 1,000 subscribers. So in other words, that means like, share, comment, subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe, and I will keep putting out content for you. Alright guys, rock on. We'll see you on the next one. Wink. Take care.